morning. Today is Friday and it's my day off. And people often ask, what do I do during my day off? And I'd like to give you a glimpse, I think for the first time ever, as to what I do sometimes on my day off. So let's get started. Well, this is what I do. Let me turn on some light. During my day off. And I'll give you a little glimpse of what I got here. It's the studio here, and this is where I do a lot of stuff. So let's start here. Slowly make our way into this vocal booth. As you see a big window there. That's where the singers sing. That's where the vocals happens. So come here. Let me start off with my nice closet. That's where I stuff everything. Everything is labeled, all the cables and the gear. And this is where the magic happens vocally. A good mic, a voice filter. It's a very good filtration system for noise reduction. And here is Voice Live Touch. I think this is one of the best things that you could get for vocals. You can get a few parts that it generates automatically for vocals, different harmonies, higher and lower octave and everything. So everything is inbuilt to plug into the wall. All the cables run through the wall so that nothing runs on the floor, but you still see a lot of cables on the ground. Yeah. So moving on, it's a nice little electric guitar amp, not the matching cab, but a very good amp. It has some good tones on it. It's a Fender and very good presets, but a lot of editable stuff on the computer. Nice monitors, even 2020s. Did a lot of work in researching what's the best thing to do. And here's a Rocket 5. That's what I started with. An iMac 27-inch, and this is the Presonus Studio Live. Excellent mixing board, digital, and a lot of programmable features on there. There's a FadeReport Live. It's a mini control. It's a monitor station, and it's connected to everything else within the studio here. And yeah, those are the speakers there, and this Phantom G8. This is what I use in order to play piano. It gets a good feel, weighted keys. And this is M Audio key station 61 ES, and it's very good for the featherweight for string sections and stuff like that. And that's the guitar section here. It's a fretless bass. I really love this one. There's no frets here. It has a nice stand-up feel to it. This is a Seagull acoustic. It's what I started my life with in Canada. And this is my favorite bass that I've been playing for almost many years. I think 13 years now. I started with the band with this one. It's a Fender Precision bass. I think 67 reissue. And that's the Telly. That's another favorite electric of mine. And it's customized for a left-hand player because I play upside down. And that's the digital drum kit, DM10 Elysis, but it's connected MIDI to the board and goes into the computer from there. And this is a nice amp, Simmons, good for the drums. And yeah, this is some of the gear, but also at the bottom I have a storage device. I think it's called the Lacy. I don't know whether you guys can see it. Yeah, it's sleeping right now, and that's with the 8 terabytes of storage space. And that's the additional monitor, soundproofing panels, Catherine's painting that she did for me, fantastic picture. And yeah, this is the view of a quick glimpse of what this studio is all about. And the one that you see is the talit. It's a shawl, a Jewish prayer shawl, and behind it is a shofar that is used to blow in the Old Testament in the temple services. And this is the djembe from Africa. And I'll give you a little glimpse of what I do here. I've been working on a song last night. It's one of my favorites, very old one, and perhaps you'll have a little glimpse of how it's coming together, and hopefully you'll like it too. So I use Logic Pro X. It's a fantastic tool, and I layer all the instruments there. It's all MIDI sequencing. So now I'll give you a glimpse of how I get things. The song that I've been working on last night was a song that I did before. It's called Beauty and Glory. It's about the garments of a high priest when he entered into the temple. It's the experience of the beauty and glory, and that combination of Christ being our mediator. This is the thing, this is the thought that I wanted to convey with this song very briefly. But let me give you what I did through a little explanation of how I sequenced, how I programmed everything, and how I layered the instruments here. All right, here you go. So what you see is not a finished version of the song, but yeah, I want you to listen, and probably at a couple of places I'll show you how I layered some stuff. This is a 30 layer 30 tracks that I laid, and has a lot of drums and a lot of strings and trumpets and everything, so you can hear the trumpets here. Those are the trumpets there, and yeah, you go up here, you see the Steinway piano. So that's some of the stuff, and there's a whole whack of drums, and perhaps I'll show you a little bit of my favorite stuff that I did last night. All right, here you go. So the song starts now. Perhaps won't hear the good quality because it's still in process. that's that. So let me show you a little bit of the drum section here. This is my favorite part. Last night I just let me solo all the drums here. All right, now listen to the. I tried to put in a fill last night, which is, I think it's so amazing how it worked out. So let me show you this little fill here. It's so fantastic. I'm so proud of this little fill and hope you like it too. So how does it sound in the bigger scheme of things? Here is a fill right here. You can see, hopefully you can see that. Right there. It's one of my favorites. So let's see. So that's it's called Alchemy for that little nice little arpeggiator kind of feel, right there. That's where I did the bass. Bass is my main thing. Bass and the drums together, and this was a singer who stayed in our house many years ago, and I captured her voice on a little computer I had, and she was the vocalist for this. So that's her singing that gypsy-ish kind of tone that she gave, and this is one of my newfound favorites, which is the what do you call it? Vocalize. It's a great instrument. You can see. So I get all these phrases. So I use some of their phrases here. You can see it right here, probably. Subtly in the background there, right? So that's that, and there's harp. I kind of used a harp here. You'll see, I don't know what the technical term is, but you'll see it climb up. So it comes somewhere at the beginning of the. So that's that. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of idea as to how I layer. Here is all the brass instruments that I kind of like laid it. The brass, and I think I added an accordion somewhere. Yeah, here. So you listen to the accordion in combination with the brass instruments. that's the brief tour of the studio here, and this is what I do on my days off sometimes, and it's all for the glory of God. Hopefully you're blessed by this little tour. Many people keep asking me what my studio looks like and what I do there, so here's a little glimpse that I decided that I gotta share this morning after many years. Anyway, hope you're blessed. Have a wonderful day.